Good morning, everyone. So yesterday, like I said in yesterday's video, I ended up having only about half of my macros, about 1,100 calories, which is basically half of what I've normally been having. I feel fine. I felt fine during the day, throughout most of the day. And I feel fine right now. Interestingly enough, Lumen ended up giving me a 1. So in case you don't know, Lumen is this little device, and I should have filmed it and I forgot. Little device that measures my metabolism and see basically if I'm burning carbs or I'm burning fat. And when you wake up in the morning, ideally you want to be in fat burn, because that means that your metabolism is trying to use your stored fat for energy, and that helps you lose weight and stuff. It also means that you're eating the right diet. You're not eating too many carbs. And so your body, the carbs that you do eat, your body's able to use them, kind of get through them and get back to fat burn. So I hadn't gotten a 1 since last week. And so having another 1 is good. So let's see what our weight is doing, because yesterday we had one of the biggest drops. I think it was like almost 3 pounds. So I want to see where we are today. It could be, I don't know. We're still early enough in the weight loss process that it could probably just say anything, just kind of all over the place. So let's go and wait and see what it is. Okay, let's do this. I usually leave my shirt on just, because it doesn't weigh that much, and the hassle of taking it off, and then I can have the microphone, which also doesn't really weigh anything. But, I'll take off the shirts, because why not? So let's do this. Let's see where we are. Let me just make sure that we are correctly placed. Okay, 324.7 is down 0.9 pounds. So down almost another pound. All right. Visceral fat is down, which is good. And, it took my heart rate. It's good. Vascular age is normal. Electrodermal activity is normal. Okay. Not bad. So let's take a look at this real quick, actually, and see where we are. So we got on the scale and we're 324.9. Okay, so since we started, the first weight was 338.5, and today we are at 324.7. So we are down 13.9 pounds. Our BMI has gone from 54.7 to 52.4. Now, the only thing that concerns me a little bit is that my basal metabolic rate is slowing down, which means that my body on average is burning less calories while at rest. And at some point I need to start making more of an effort to put on muscle. Because like what it says here, unhealthy weight loss reduces BMR, particularly muscle mass loss, which can make it more difficult to continue weight loss or maintain a balanced weight. So we do need to get back to I am doing some stuff. We haven't really talked about it much here because I'm trying to keep this sustainable, and this takes a long time. So, but at some point in the near future, I'll talk about what I'm doing, but basically, in more detail. But I'm trying to do a little bit of weights a couple times a week just to maintain right now. We'll see if that can help us. But yeah. Okay, well, let's keep going with today. See you in a bit. Okay, well, I am actually cooking today, which is good because the last 2 days we've been eating out. And so I got this new thing from Huel, the Nutritionally Complete food company. And this is their pasta bolognese. But if I've learned anything over the last week and a half about these Huel meals is that they need a little help to really taste better. And so again, I'm using them because they are nutritionally balanced and they have, like good stuff in them. And they do kind of make life a little bit easier, but they definitely need help in the flavor department. So what I decided to do, since it was, pasta with like a tomato sauce, I'm going to make a tomato sauce of my own, and that's what I'm making. So this is what that looks like, and it's cooking right now. This is something that I have made for years. And so I figure that this, their pasta with a little bit of help from my tomato sauce will probably make it a little more edible. Not that it's not edible, it's just, again, we're trying to focus on trying to keep it as healthy as possible, but making it more palatable. So let me tell you about the sauce, I guess, what it has. So this sauce that I'm making here, I'm making it with 80/20 ground beef, a little fatty, but that's how I like it. So 540 grams of that, of the ground 80/20 ground beef, 680 grams of mushrooms, 2 jars of pasta sauce from Whole Foods. Sometimes I make the sauce from scratch, but I really didn't feel like doing that because you have to buy the tomatoes and the mushrooms and all the things and roast them from the beginning, and it's a lot. So that is basically 2 jars of that, 1 sweet onion that came out to 320 grams, and 70 grams of olive oil. So the sauce itself is, let's see, 2,710 calories, and is 60 grams of carbs, 138 grams of protein, and 213 grams of fat. And no, I am not gonna eat it all in one sitting, but over multiple servings. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is sort of create the macros on this and just eat a little bit at a time, combine with this. And so the sauce itself is pretty good in terms of what it brings to the table nutritionally. So I think overall it's going to be a balanced meal, and it's not going to be too bad. And if we, watch our portions and our macros, everything will be fine. So let me finish the sauce, then we'll make it with this, and we'll look at, what the macros for a meal like that looks like. But we're back in the kitchen, and we're doing a mixture of fresh cooked food and some of this prepackaged, nutritionally balanced food. But maybe not nutritional balance, but not quite as delicious. All right, see you in a bit. Now that the sauce is done, let's put together what the actual lunch is going to be. So we are starting with 660 grams of the sauce that I made. And then we're doing 1 serving of the Huel pasta bolognese. So that's gonna be 101 grams. So let's get this guy going. All right, we're supposed to mix this. And I don't think this has a scoop in it, so you get a scoop from in here, and then let's see. So we're doing 101 grams. And this is kind of what it looks like. Dry. That's 44. That's 82. $101. Wow, look at that. Amazing. Oh wait, this guy doesn't belong in there. Okay, then the next thing that we need to add to increase the protein for this, we're gonna add 40 grams of the collagen peptides. It's gonna be quite a bit. Ooh, not even halfway through it. 30, 36, 37, 38, 140. There we go. 40 grams. And we're also adding 20 grams of the MCT powder for a little more fat. So we're doing 20. Just zero it out. And these guys technically have no taste, so it shouldn't be an issue. We'll see. I mean, I guess we will see. 20. Perfect. And that is it. Yep. So I'll put this back in the pot, add a little bit of water maybe, cook it, and then I'll show you guys and we'll do a taste test. I'm really hoping this one is gonna taste good. And here it is in all its glory. It does look pretty good. So I forgot to, when I was getting the Parmesan, I found some mozzarella that I bought for this. I forgot to put it in there. So I added 100 grams to the whole pot. This is just a little bit. I have the rest there for today's meal. But the last thing that we're gonna add, aside from the mozzarella, is just a little bit of Parmesan. Again, it's mostly fat and protein to round out the macros. So let's go with 12. Let's do 20 grams. Why not? $19, $20. There you go. 20 grams of Parmesan. And this is looking good. This is looking really good. Smells right. And then the problem is like what happened with the curry the other night, the Thai green curry, that the first bite is okay, but if it's not like really fully edible, then I might end up, just trying to eat this for a couple hours and it'll be miserable. Yeah. I can already tell that this is good. I didn't want to be too quick with my and then 15 minutes later I'm like, ugh. No, but I can tell it's got enough of the other shit in it that again, it's actually not that bad. Because I was thinking about, like, I used to make this all the time. I, would make a lasagna with this, and that wasn't the problem. The sauce wasn't the problem. The meat sauce. It's all the pasta and the bread and like everything else that you have with it. But this is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. So let's add the Parmesan here and then look at the rest of the macros for this. Where are you? Shredded Parmesan. And we did 20 grams of Parmesan. So here we go. So we're updating lunch, and it's basically going to be the only meal that I'm having today. If I manage to finish all that. So for this lunch, we have the sauce, which we made with the ground beef and the mushrooms, olive oil, the little bit of tomato sauce that we got from Whole Foods. And then to this, we added the collagen, the MCT oil, and now the cheese. So this whole thing is 1,625 calories, 70 grams of carbs, mostly from the pasta sauce. Because we bought it pre-made. 120 grams of protein and 95 grams of fat. I would say pretty good. So there you have it, folks. This is definitely another thing that is getting us our macros. It's got the Huel has it's not just the pasta and the sauce, but it's got vitamins and minerals and the nutritionally complete food, as they say. And we're adding our own things to make it more palatable. And if it's tasty or decent enough where you don't feel like it's torturous to eat, well, we can stick with this. So this is a great success, guys. Great success. All right. I don't think I'm gonna have anything else to eat today. I'll probably be pretty full, and I want to stop eating early-ish. So it's almost 6 o'clock, so I'm stopping for now. And yeah, can't think of anything else. See you guys tomorrow. All right.